There he is.
Here I am. I am Mad Scientist Nate. How are you doing today?
I am very well, Nate. It's great to have you on the show. You look, I'm assuming it's still Nate. It appears that you are in disguise, though.
Well, no, hold on. Let me split the beard. I get smarter when I split the beard. There we go. Get the lab coat on just right here and everything. Yes,
Uh,
yes. I am still Nate. I'm just Mad Scientist Nate. There's kind of like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing going on here, but I am Nate. I'm Mad Scientist Nate, and I do science.
you do. So, Mad, should I refer to you as Mad Scientist Nate, or would you still prefer Nate, or how should I address you this evening since you are
Yeah,
taking on a
I'm
new
I'm gonna
persona?
have to go with Mad Scientist Nate. I have the whole full title. I went to college for it. It took me like a half hour. Like it was a half hour of my life at college, and they basically threw me out. But it was still a half hour, and I'm known as Mad Scientist Nate.
Then it's Mad Scientist Nate, it is, sir. So I've been following Mad Scientist Nate, well, Nate, in addition to now Mad Scientist Nate's activities, and so we were working on you're working on some angle cutting, which, believe it or not, you actually served a purpose for to me, a very specific one on my jobs because I was looking at how you do irregular angles for cutting. So that's just some business out of the way there. That's just a little shop talk. But so, what are you going to be cooking up for us tonight, Mad Scientist Nate?
Well, tonight I had absolutely no idea what my plan was going to be. I just wanted to do sciencey stuff, so I found vials. Vials are good. I figured I would drink out of vials because that adds to the madness.
It does. It's going to make you quite mad. Well, mad scientist Nate, have you so has the madness become more acute since time's gone on, or were you always mad? You said you went to school to be a mad scientist, but I imagine are you becoming madder?
Yes, yes, I'm definitely becoming madder. There's a lot of things to become mad about, and there's always all kinds of stuff going on around here. Um, I'm trying real hard not to break character here. I've got to keep
No,
this
no,
beard split with the red
no.
shirt showing through.
You are certainly a mad scientist, Nate. There's no need to worry about that. You're not breaking any character whatsoever. I've said goodbye to my old
Absolutely.
friend Nate, and I don't know how to deal with this new guy, but it's
Oh yeah,
it's
no, this new guy's totally undealable. I mean, Diane just pretty much like throws me out of like everything whenever she sees me and stuff. Like she just refuses. Oh yes, yes, the goggles. That's perfect. That I appreciate that. That helps. But one of the things we've been dealing with here is water issues, and so I've
right.
been comparing. I've been comparing. We have water, which this doesn't look like water, but bear with me
No, it
here.
doesn't. No.
We've got water and then we've got iron. And so what I do is eyeball these real careful like when I'm evaluating water quality, and I see a lot more iron here than here. So I'm going to deem this safe. This is iron. This is probably not safe. And so, we just have to set that to the side, and that's enough of that.
You are the proprietor of the scientific method, my friend. You are far more of an expert than me to ever make any kind of assessments on water quality. Well, that's good. So how does that taste? Is that kind of like an irony alcoholic taste? I'm assuming.
Well, ironically, it tastes sort of like water kefir, one of regular Nate's favorite drinks. However, I'm certain this is a very sciencey, chemically thing here, and it's definitely not going to be water kefir in any sense of the word. It did not come out of this water kefir jug or anything.
Certainly
Um,
not. I should hope
but
not. I don't think regular Nate would be too. You don't want to hurt regular Nate, right? I mean, you do need regular
right,
Nate to stay alive, right? I mean, you know,
right, right. Yes,
he is kind of
yes.
essential to mad scientist's existence, so we don't want to kill
Eh,
him.
Yeah, no, no. We need to make sure that regular Nate is fully safe at all times, and that's why I've been employed here on Narrowway Homestead full time. Um, Diane and Katrina both run me off whenever they see me, but beyond that,
That's really
Nate
good.
lets me
Yeah,
stay. So he's pretty much okay with that.
that's for his safety. That's for their safety, though. We don't need
Yeah.
you. Yeah, you definitely you're always welcome on this show. So I mean, if anything, I think Mad Scientist Nate's probably way more appropriate to be on here than regular Nate. So what are you doing anything to screw anything up? I mean, if there's anything, can you fix anything regular Nate's done? What's your criticism of regular Nate? I mean, what's he doing
Oh
wrong?
man. Man, regular Nate. I mean, he's always like running around trying to build stuff and like get food and everything. And it's like slow down, do science stuff. Like, like we need to be investigating dust that's around here. We need to be like licking windows and stuff. Like, I mean, there's very important things to be doing here. And like, see, the problem with Nate, regular Nate, like nobody even understands his jokes, right? Like he's this monotone guy. Like if you plugged one of those headphone jacks into him and he talked, it would only play out of one ear. And why? Because he's so monotone. It's a stereo headset. It only comes out of one ear, Like I mean, it's just don't even get me started on regular Nate, I mean, I'll go off on a tangent on him. Like we got to slow down, do science and like, check out windows and stuff.
Well, yeah, I don't think you're giving regular Nate a fair shake, but I think perhaps his scientific, your level of science-ness or scientific awareness and ability might, obviously be better than regular Nate. But what kind of what sciencey things are you doing tonight specifically besides testing water? Do you have any long-term projects here we should be aware of?
Well, I don't really have a lot in the way of projects. I do tend to mess around a lot with water and different liquids. That's very important. I try to get involved with biology and, and microorganisms.
Yeah,
They need to be investigated. And I
yeah,
actually have this amazing like as far as microorganisms, like we don't have like an
right,
awesome microscope here. We have a very bad microscope.
right.
Unfortunately, Diane does not let mad scientist Nate anywhere near the real microscope. So what he has is
That's
this
probably a good
reverse
idea.
microscope. They call this a reverse microscope. You just have to look through it backwards, and this allows you to see things. You have to ignore that little crosshair thing. I don't know what that's about, but this allows you to see small microorganisms. And and the thing is, if you squint really, really hard, you'll see
Right.
eyelashes in almost everything you
I
look at. It's unbelievable.
That's incredible. I think that's that. I think they would call it. It's like a high-powered electron microscope, perhaps, or telescope,
Yes.
or microscope. It's not telescope, right? Naturally.
No, no, it's
Um,
like a telemicroscope.
there you
That's
go.
actually the
Telemic.
correct
Thank you.
scientific
Thank
word.
you. I'm a
That's
non-scientist,
incredible.
so you have to bear with me in my lack of scientific knowledge. So what else? So in terms of like your duties, other than Nate's, what are your specific duties there at the homestead?
Well, my
Do you
specific
have any?
duties, I'm supposed to run around and make sure everything's safe and make sure everything makes sense. I'm in charge of seasoning firewood. If we need extra pepper or cinnamon or salt on any of the firewood, I get that taken care of. It's a very underappreciated job here, actually. Most people just do not fully appreciate what it is I do here.
And
Hold on,
and
let me
it's
get.
funny you bring that up because I was going to mention. Well, obviously, I was really impressed with Nate's. You got to watch your scientific hat there. You're going to lose.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got kind of like a pope. You look a little bit like the Pope there, mad scientist Nate. You got the robe and the. You look a little popish, but anyway, the he's obviously Nate's obviously also he's got to wear multiple hats, so he does a lot of the
Yes.
construction end. But yes, he does have to get into that minutia of like is this going to kill me? I can't. Should I drink this? Is this deadly? So he does have to kind of he's got to to do that. So and I noticed that a lot of people are kind of hard on regular Nate for those things like, hey, did you season your firewood? I mean, are you there to sort of like help him out a little bit to kind of offset a lot of because people can be really really detailed and a little over the top, which would make anybody mad.
They can. That's exactly right. A lot of people are critical of regular Nate. I mean, I do try to say that I am regular Nate's biggest critic. But a lot of people, especially on the internet, are super critical of regular Nate. But that's why I'm here. It's like, look, I got the sciency jacket thing, which is not at all a bed sheet. Don't be trying to make fun of me about that.
I would never dream, never. It looked
Yeah,
legit to me.
yeah,
I've never,
yeah, yeah.
I never. Ooh, hey,
Exactly.
even the hat looks very professional. Looks like it's very sterile and
Right, right.
protected.
Yes. Yes, and
So,
everything has to be sterile. And see, the thing is,
right,
like regular Nate, he tries to tell like jokes and stuff, right? Like he
right,
tries to be funny, but again with the monotone thing,
right.
and that just it doesn't work. And so, in some ways, like that's where I have to step in because when videos are made and people take Nate way too seriously, it's like Nate's trying to make a joke. It's like, all right,
Right. Yeah.
mad scientist Nate's gonna have to step in and
Yeah.
just tell people this is satire. Like, the
Yeah.
crazy guy, he just has one monotone voice. Like, it just like if he spoke into one of them heartbeat monitors, it'd be a flat line. They would think he was dead. Like, it's
Yeah.
just awful.
Yeah, and it's so funny because I don't think people pick up on that sort of dry sense of humor, and it's a shame that you have to kind of come on here and sort of and explain to people that you are really kind of like you're the comic relief at times, but you're also there because you serve a function of you're really doing the grunt work of the real microbial level. So
Yeah.
you have to be there, and sometimes that stuff's not always funny. So Nate's trying. It's
Yeah.
multifaceted. So I'm glad you're there. I think this is a good move for Nate. I think you should
Uh,
just do half time.
Probably, yeah, yeah. And the thing is, like, there is a trust issue here. Like Nate trusts me, okay, but everybody else here, they just don't trust me well. They keep being like, we need to send stuff off to real laboratories. We need to like actually look through like microscopes. We can't look through your
Yeah.
telemicroscope thing that has too many eyelashes because you squint too much. Like they're always so critical of that. And like Nate fully
Right.
trusts me, but I just don't understand. Yeah, I just don't understand why the other people don't trust me as well. And also in the lab, I have a corkscrew. Um, I'm still trying to figure out what we do with this here in the lab because mostly I evaluate liquids and like microorganisms, but this is
It's
very
it's good for
important.
it's good for mixing when using solvents and other things to to kind of look at solutions. So I hope you're not.
Uh,
I hope the toaster's not near the jacuzzi. Do you have like a lot of? You don't have anything electrical near the jacuzzi. I'm hoping. That's just a.
no, no.
Oh, okay.
Actually, most people don't let mad scientist Nate have anything to
That's
do with the jacuzzi or
I.
electrical actually. I really don't understand what
It's a good
their
idea.
what their fascination is, but
Yeah. Well, are you sleeping okay there, mad scientist? Is Nate sleeping okay? Are you sleeping okay?
it's entirely possible that regular Nate is not getting enough sleep. That is a possibility. It's something we're looking into here
Yeah.
at the lab. And by the way, your makeup people and their like hat staying
Oh,
on methods, like
how'd they
they messed
do?
that up really bad. I
Yeah.
just I've got issues with them. I don't understand how you hired these buffoons. Like,
Quite as I said weeks ago, it's interns. So I think we're in the rotation. I don't know who went down there for you. So I'm sorry
uh,
about that. It could be some kid, out of college. Who knows?
that's all right.
I don't mean.
I got some skin samples I'll be evaluating from them later. You'll hear from my assistants. You will hear from.
I'd love to meet your assistants. Do you what do you do like how often does mad scientist Nate emerge? Is it a regular
Um,
thing or does regular Nate even know that you're even there?
I actually, as much as regular Nate, I think he supports me and stuff. Like, he mostly supports me by not existing while I'm here. So I sort of think that, like, I don't know if he fully, like, approves of everything I do or not.
I imagine yeah, he'd be a
Yeah,
little worried, I think.
yeah, definitely.
But
Definitely a little bit worried.
you lighten them up, so that's what counts. Are
Yeah.
you drinking anything? Are you drinking anything that's not fermented properly? As are you giving the booze enough time? I'm a little concerned. So what you're drinking there is that has that come? I'm not a drinker, but did it go full circle? Has it gone through the whole, whatever that is, the spirally tubes?
Yeah. This has definitely
Oh,
gone
okay.
full circle. It's gone
Oh,
beyond
okay.
full circle. It's more like full triangle. It's a very
Oh,
scientific thing that I'm trying to describe here. But when I
yes,
analyze
it
it
sounds.
carefully through like the top of a tea diffuser, it actually looks quite excellent.
You know, I would actually think you were completely nuts if I didn't see you were using a monocle that was made out of a tea diffuser. So
Right.
I
Yeah.
would,
No. No.
if that
Everybody
wasn't
thinks.
there,
Yeah.
that's yeah, that's very relaxing to me that I see that. That makes me feel
Yeah.
so much
No.
safer. there.
Everybody questions me until I pull out the T monocle, and then
Exactly.
things get serious. Like this thing's like a
Well,
monocle from the Middle Ages. Like
exactly. So you look
yeah.
like you're a pro. I mean, you're a pro. I mean, definitely. So, how
Hmm.
where do you get your lab coats? Do you have them dry cleaned or do you make them?
So mostly I find them out of storage bins inside the storage building. We really do need to step up the budget on the lab equipment here. I've been talking about this to these guys for months, and
Right.
they just laugh at me and throw sticks. But you know, uh, I don't know. I need to get talking with somebody in charge of budgeting and get something different.
Well, because I'm curious of whether or not you've got some sponsors because I can't imagine that sponsors would not be interested in Mad Scientist Nate. I can
Yeah.
definitely see that going someplace for them. I think,
Oh
assuming
yeah.
people aren't worried, you don't worry anybody, like, because
No.
people start to worry a little bit about, perhaps regular Nate's sanity, but you seem like you're
Right.
pretty even keeled. I'm not too worried about you, but you have anybody looking into you for possible sponsorship? The whole mad scientist thing.
Yeah, yeah. I think there was actually a company that makes like beakers and stuff, and they were wanting to send me like some of the ones that got slightly melted and deformed. They were telling me they're going to offer me a real good deal on them in exchange for some kind of promo. So we've got very important things behind the scenes going on that I don't go into a lot of detail on, but Mad Scientist Nate he's really moving up in the world. There's no question about that.
I have a feeling I'm gonna see. I have a feeling I'm gonna see a lot more of mad scientist Nate. I can honestly say though I do like regular Nate a great deal, and I'm not gonna lie. I think the more I see the monocle, though it's very professional and looks authentic, I worry a little bit. I worry about whatever mad scientist. I think you should really be careful on the drinking. Make sure that perhaps you're getting that cleared
Ah,
through
yes.
in terms of its getting that checked out, making sure that that's okay to drink.
Yeah, yeah,
Perhaps
one of
clean
the things
something.
we do is we make sure that our water is very see-through, and so that's why it's very important to observe it through the monocle so that you can see this is some of the most crystal clear water that has ever touched the surface of the earth, that has ever fallen from the clouds, that has ever
Yeah.
evaporated off of a murky pond. Like this is it, folks, right here.
Is that coming from the spring or is
Yes,
that?
yes. This may
Oh,
have
so
come
spring
from
water.
it could be spring water, yes, yes. It may be spring water that came up and bubbled and ended up in a jar somehow. I'm gonna have to talk to my people on this, but yes.
Yes, I would. Luckily, how do you afford the assistants? Do your assistants live with you? I haven't met them. Do they emerge late at night, or does Nate
Yeah,
know your assistants?
so Nate really doesn't help me a whole lot. He tends to pass out when I'm here. But
Yeah, no,
but my
that's a good thing.
actual assistants, it's amazing. Like they're not the greatest assistants ever seen, but I only have to pay them by letting them kick me in the butt. So it's really kind of
Oh,
reasonable. Like I don't have to give them monocles and stuff or money or anything
that's
like
good.
that.
They don't need
Um,
equipment.
no, they don't need equipment at all. No.
That's good. That's good. Well, it's better than the people I have working for me. I mean, at least they show up. I mean,
Yeah,
they showed up for you. I can't even believe that happened.
they
So,
did
I mean,
show up. They all forgot the Velcro though. Like so, I'm having to carefully stand here and balance this hat. It's like, come on, guys, couldn't you find some Velcro to stick to my bald spot back there, and then stick to the hat? Like, how
yeah,
hard is this? Like, I'm extremely disappointed in your
yeah,
assistance. I have to be
yeah.
honest.
Well, I was wondering how that was staying attached to your head. I don't have enough hair to hold anything, but you do. So I'm curious if they. But yeah, it's definitely needs a little bit more strapping to it, or some kind of perhaps a neck strap
Yes.
next time. So does the beard change? Obviously, does the beard change? Does the beard become? Is it take on? It's become like alive. I mean, is it able to then maneuver
Well,
around your
yeah.
face?
See, the thing is, if I don't keep this split here, it gets together, and then regular Nate comes around. So we've got to keep it spread apart here because that's how mad scientist Nate is able to stay for so long. That's a very important thing.
Well,
It took
yeah.
me hours to convince Nate to not brush his beard so it could split apart so I could be here for this interview tonight.
Oh man, I tell you, I am not like at all. Whew, I just can't imagine Nate. I cannot at all believe that he would be totally down for this. It must be like a schizophrenic struggle every time you need to emerge. Kind of like a werewolf. What do you got going on there? What do you got, a timepiece?
Oh, yes, yes. This is a very fancy old watch from many, many years ago. I've
I
been
would
trying
say.
for a long time to figure out where the batteries go in it. It's also missing multiple hands, which makes it very
Yeah,
difficult. But I can't seem to figure out where the batteries go. They kept telling me it needed
yeah,
gears, and I'm like,
yeah. That's
no,
kind of yeah.
gears don't have electric. We need batteries. Like, what's going on with
Yeah.
that? Um,
If I think Mad Scientist Nate, I really don't mind, but I think if you start telling me the time from that, then I'm really going to kind of get a little worried. So as long as you're not actually using that to tell, is it providing you the time
No, no, it's not providing me the
accurately?
time.
Oh, okay. All right,
However,
good.
it is telling me a whole lot about water quality, and much of my information comes out of here. So it's don't worry though. We're not doing anything crazy.
Oh,
It's
good.
it's not like we're trying
Oh,
to tell
oh, good,
time
good,
with
good.
it. We're
Right,
just
because
learning water.
I had thought for a second that you were getting the time. I'm glad you're using it to check the solution or the perhaps the salinity level of water or whatever pH level you need to.
Yes.
And what do you? Oh dear, is that where that's coming from? Are you drinking from that mason jar?
No, no, no. I'm definitely not. Everything I'm drinking
Oh,
is
okay.
coming from this beaker here.
Oh, okay, good. Because I kind of saw that, and I just wanted to double check. I know you're a professional, but I know you keep that lab pretty sterile. Um,
Oh yes, yes. Sterile is very important. This did not in any way run down over the counter before it went into a mason jar and into this vial. That did not happen. Nobody
I hope
saw it,
not.
and
I hope
I'm here as a witness to verify
good.
this.
That would be very bad. I would be very worried for regular Nate's health. It doesn't sound like it sounds like you're very careful with Nate's body though. That's a good thing.
Yes,
So
yes.
is there anything that you don't like about Nate? I mean, you sound like it's you're kind of you got a sort of symbiotic relationship a little bit, but is there anything you don't like about him?
Well, I mean, I don't like that he tries to he like agrees with the other people here that we need to send water samples to labs. It's like all
Right.
you really
Right.
have to do, Nate, is spread the beard and start filling beakers, and I'll handle the rest. I've got testing. I've got the monocle. We've already talked about the telemicroscope. Um,
I think
I am
I
learning. I'm
think
learning not to squint too much, so there aren't too many eyelashes in the results. I mean, it's uh, but I don't understand why Nate doesn't trust me as fully as I think he should. We don't need second opinions on water
no.
quality, you know?
And the fact that you have to do that level of scrutiny and that level of testing really shows that things may have gotten a little bit out of hand on your channel with some of your some of your viewers. I think people need to kind of otherwise I think you should just have mad scientist Nate just handle the questions from now on. I think that would be better. I think you need to take over questions about water testing and what color the leaves are and how much dirt is underneath the foundation and whether or not that's too much or does it have enough pebbles in it. I think maybe you should start handling those questions because I think it's probably driving Nate pretty bonkers. I couldn't
Yeah,
imagine having to deal
yeah.
with those questions.
No, I think I really should start fielding some of these questions. He's always getting just the craziest questions. And then he tries to respond, and he's all nice about it and stuff. And it's like
Right.
all we got to do to these people, all we got to do to deal with haters and trolls, we just need to mail them water samples. Everything will be fine. We'll build an army of mad Nates. It'll be unbelievable. Everybody will agree. We may
Yeah.
not live forever, but everyone will agree. We'll have peace and harmony.
Right. Something's going to kill you there, mad scientist Nate. Eventually, I think that's gonna kill us. Something's going to kill us all. And I think it sounds like Nate needs a break from that. So I'm looking forward to Nate kind of hopefully getting a break from all of that, and that's because that's got to be incessant and maddening, which is probably why you showed up. And I'm glad you're here because I tell you that's yeah we that's sort of you have to say I've got it. It's like I like testing the barometric pressure. That's pretty much the only thing I would be able to do, which way the wind's blowing. So it's good that you're really handling the really difficult stuff and the complex matters. So I'm grateful for that. Um,
Yeah.
in terms of how often do you like to show up? Do you like to come every day, or um, do you just show up at night?
Um,
When do you like to
that
pop up?
That's a good question. A lot of times it happens on windy days, you know. It just the wind spreads the beard apart, and that's it. Mad Nate just comes out. That's
on, on
you know.
windy days. Okay,
It's just a
then. All
windy
right.
day, yeah.
Yeah.
Nate
Well,
Nate
the
tried to
beard.
move somewhere without a lot of wind, you know. He thought he could
That's
keep
right.
me, you know, away, but no, you know. I mean,
Splitsville.
yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, actually,
Well,
I'm
I'm.
having a hard time keeping this together. It looks like I may have to step aside, and regular Nate may actually make an appearance here.
Oh. Okay. Well, that sounds
Um,
good. Let's. All
so
right. Well, all right. Mad scientist Nate. It was a pleasure to meet you. I I hope we see you again. He's vanished off camera. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Mad Scientist Nate, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried. I hope regular Nate is okay. We don't really want to have kind of a split personality happening. We want to make sure that everybody's healthy and safe. All of our guests are healthy. All of our guests are doing well, mental health and physical health. All of our creators need to take care of themselves. And oh, there he is. Hey, regular Nate. Did
hey,
you did you know you were gone?
yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there. Seemed like I was taking a nap maybe for a little bit. I've been getting tired whenever the wind picks up. I'm not sure what's up with that, but you know, I
Well,
seem to be doing good. Apparently, I'm here on an interview with you. That's really sweet.
yeah, I know. It was great. Are you are you aware of a gentleman by the name of Mad Scientist Nate by any chance?
Yeah, so there's this mad
Oh, okay.
scientist Nate guy. He keeps I think he's got a login for my TikTok or something. He keeps like making
Oh,
videos on my channel and stuff, and I'm not
yeah.
really sure what's going on.
Well, that's. I'm glad he's sort of. I'm glad he's back to doing what he's doing, and you're back, and I'm glad that you're on the show, and I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad your beard's back together, and
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
tell you that mad scientist. I guess what we were talking about is I guess I'm just really worried about you because of all these all these people that constantly bombard you with these like really ridiculous questions and these scrutinizing every little thing you do from you need to have your solar panel tilted 37 degrees instead of 34. I mean, I don't how do you how do you even deal with I don't even know how do you move forward. I
yeah.
mean, it's got to be
So
exhausting.
pretty much just dealing with them. You just got to make humor out of everything, and yeah, just when people come to you and they act like a joke, you know, you just finish the joke and throw the punchline in, and you move on and you smile and you have a good time with it.
Well, you're doing great. I'm proud of you every day. I think you're a fantastic guy. I think about you often. You're a wonderful friend. So it worries me because I do catch. Obviously, I catch all your posts and everything. But it's like you do will put up a comment. I couldn't keep. I personally wouldn't have enough time in my life to keep up with your comments. I would. I don't even know how you do it. It would probably drive me mad. Um, so what's going on with the beer? How's the beer going?
Oh, the beer's going. I actually don't think we're too many days away. I need to actually look at the instruction sheet and see, but I don't think we're too many days away from actually being able to get to the bottling phase, which I'm really excited about.
Really? Already? Wow, that was fast.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it.
Well, I did put the content on a delay just to try to keep the gap from being too big. So I actually made the beer and I didn't actually release or publish any of the videos until almost a week later. So that's
Oh,
j
wow.
j just to try to keep the content all together. I've been like filming some stuff and some stuff takes me weeks. Like it actually took me like I don't know, probably a little over a week to actually do the solar power. I just picked away at it here and there,
Right.
but I released all the videos in one day, and you know, that way everybody could follow along with everything, and it all made sense, and it all, you know, they didn't have to wait, you know, so they got to see the progress from start to finish with the solar install in a day, which is cool.
Well, good. I mean, it's just the work is. I mean, it's constant. I hope you're. I hope you're resting. I definitely. I hope you're sleeping enough because
Yeah, yeah. I rest
I am.
seasonally. Winter time I do more resting.
I'm a seasonal sleeper. Oh
Pretty
man,
much, yeah.
God bless you. God bless you. Well, sometimes in between the posts, you can get some shut eye. But are you able to get in the hot tub? Is it closed for the season? Are you still using it? I haven't seen a hot tub post in a while.
Yeah, no, we're still using it. I actually filmed a couple. I think I filmed one or two videos a couple days ago. But yeah, I was actually using it last night. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we're still using it. Actually, today it was like 70 degrees. It was wonderful. Um,
And then
Beautiful day.
um, I noticed you went to a neighbor's house, and I could sense a whole lot of jealousy in that post. I'm not gonna lie. That wasn't like, oh, hey, oh, this is great. I could say I know you enough by now, where I could tell a little hint of like, where is my house? This is a nice house, by the way. I like this house, but where is my F house? But anyway, so did you like the house? I mean, it looked like the guy was did a great job. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, no, he's putting together a fantastic house. It's
yeah.
like it's over 2,000 square feet. It's full of radiuses and stuff. When it comes time to drywall, the guy is gonna be like, he's gonna be like, why did I build this? You know, but he
First of all,
hasn't gotten to that point yet, but he will get there,
yeah.
and it'll be interesting.
Isn't that nice where you can sit back and you can, you're not superior or anything, but you can kind of just look on with some, some amusement a little bit. And people have to learn their own way. I can't imagine drywall doing well. I mean, where's he going to get the drywall? Well, I don't want to go there. Who knows? We're not going to worry about drywall. I can't even imagine mixing drywall out there. I don't even know how that would work. I
Yeah,
don't
well,
even,
it's so humid out here. You just have the powdered drywall, that comes in the bags, and you just wait for a stiff breeze to blow by, and it pretty much moistens it as much as you need, and you slap it on the walls, three coats, and you don't even sand it here. You actually just sponge it off with like a
oh
wet towelette,
gosh.
Not a big deal.
Oh, that the picture of having drywall where you're at just kind of gave me shivers. That was pretty awful. Well, that's good. So we have things to look forward to. And so you got the beer coming up, and then the it looked like you have some water in the. Did you have water in the pond yet? Has it
Yeah,
started to accrue a little bit, right?
it is. I was actually just down there a few hours ago, and we've got. It hasn't really gone up since the last time I've been down there, like 3 or 4 days ago, but it's actually so dry here that the stream is no longer flowing. It's actually really rare for it not to start flowing by the time November hits.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's just been extremely dry, for which I'm extremely thankful for because I don't know. I mean, who wants rain, right? Like it's not like I'm growing
No.
crops right now, so
Right.
who needs
Right.
rain?
Right. Yeah. Well,
Um,
exactly. So, what preparations you got coming? What preparations you have for the winter? Is there anything you got to do? You getting worried about? Is this your
yeah.
second winter? Your first or
This is the
second winter?
second winter. This is the
Okay.
second winter. Yep. And I would actually say this fall has probably been, at least for me, I feel like it's been the busiest time ever since we've been on the homestead because we just bit off so much. Like I don't want to say we bit off more than we could chew, but we're trying to improve our food self-sufficiency year over year, month over
Right.
month.
Right.
So we're putting away a lot more stuff. Last year I just didn't get any time to hunt at all. This year is almost pushing that way, but I'm just gonna elevate hunting above, some other stuff. I got a truck that's kind of broken down. I'm trying to upgrade the solar. I'm trying to somehow get all my tools out of this kitchen because I'm supposed to be done renovating it, but I keep tweaking stuff so
I'm
it's
surprised.
but yeah, yeah, it's
You don't
been
strike me as a
something.
detail oriented guy at all. I find that shocking. That you're. You mean you tweak stuff? Yeah. I can't see you
Yeah,
doing that.
yeah. Uh,
You-
I do. Believe it or not, I've actually got a small collection of pocket watches. This is actually just one of the parts watches I have, but I've actually taken these size 18 pocket watches and I've restored a couple of them before I moved off grid. That was a lot of fun actually. I'd like to back into that someday, but it's going to be a couple years.
Oh yeah. I think for you to have that kind of downtime, yeah, I'd put I'd put that off for a couple of years. Just
Yeah,
but
yeah.
anyway, you will get now. Are you doing any dry storage for food? You obviously said you're a hunter, so you get a lot of. Are you on just pure like off the land sustenance? So are
Uh,
you going to go shopping at all for some basics, or you're trying to get off all of that at some point? I imagine.
we're trying to get off of all of it at some point. It's definitely not going to happen this year. This winter we'll just simply end up buying more food than
Right.
we did
Sure.
during the summer and all that, which is fine. We actually
Yeah.
really don't buy very much. If our grocery bill goes over $500 a year for three people, I'd be
Wow.
shocked. So we've really whittled it down. But we still do have to purchase things, with it only being about 20, yeah, about 20 months in. Um, yeah.
That's still pretty amazing. And the solar, you said the sun had cut down. You were talking about the percentage or the decrease in sun you were getting because it's obviously getting cloudy. I could sense a little. I could see where mad scientist was kind of like emerging. I could I
Yeah,
could kind of see
yeah.
his I could see his silhouette after the mini panic about not having enough sun for for your energy. So are you do you think you're gonna now being a West Virginian? When I lived down there, it's not the sunny. It's sunny. It's sunnier than other places.
It
But
is.
you're gonna think you're gonna have any issues with the solar? Did you build an extension to it, or what was that going? What were you doing there?
Yeah. So well, actually what I did was I added 9 panels to the array. And I'm actually going to end up having added 12 because right now I have 3 panels dedicated to a hot water heater, and I'm going to make it so I can switch it so it either goes to the hot water heater or it goes to the battery bank. So on cloudy days, what I'm just
Right.
trying to do, I'm trying to gather as much power as I use throughout the day right through the clouds so I don't have to care whether it gets cloudy or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing I struggle with is the short duration of daylight in the wintertime. Like it could be cloudy every day all summer long. I could still run the air conditioner. I wouldn't even have to care. But wintertime
Right.
comes,
Right.
the daylight
Yeah.
just gets short.
Well, yeah. Do you have any wood stove burning? You do any burn? You do any of supplementary heat?
Oh yeah,
You got any
it's
wood stoves or?
all my heat is from wood. Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I,
Yeah.
I can run electric heat. I do sometimes run it in the spring and in the fall if it's going to be a sunny day. I can turn that on, but it's so easy just to throw a log in the wood stove, and I love it so much better anyway. So, yeah.
Ha- Hey, Nate, how do you stay married being as lazy as you are?
Yeah, that's an excellent
I don't
question.
get it. I will not.
Yeah.
I can't for the life of me.
Yeah,
That's the one thing I can't figure out.
I don't know how my wife lets me do all this, it's
I
crazy, just get to hang out and yeah.
I
I don't
swear,
understand it.
laziest guy on the internet, right here, right. That's looking at him
You,
right there.
you got
That's
it. You
are
got
you
it.
eating? What'd you have for breakfast?
I don't eat breakfast.
Oh, I knew that. You know what? It's so funny you said that. I asked that question. I was like, he doesn't eat breakfast. What did you have for dinner? I know you eat dinner.
Yes, I do eat dinner. I had 3 slices of bread covered with cheese, a bunch of chicken, like it was just like mounded up like hunks of
Right.
it, and
Sure.
some kind of sauce, and there were peppers on it and stuff. It was actually really delicious.
Oh, you didn't care. It was you could have eaten like styrofoam. I bet you were pretty starving. Every day you're probably like, I don't care what it is. I'll eat some
Yeah,
bark.
when dinner time comes, yeah, it's time to eat. 'Cause you wouldn't want to see the other Mad Nate. You only want to see Mad Scientist Nate. You don't want to see
No,
Hungry Nate.
I want to keep it. I want to keep it to just Mad Scientist Nate. I don't want to see any other kind of version of Mad Nate. Um,
Right, right, yeah. Nobody wants that.
but at least, hey, no, he needs to hang around. I think he's definitely good. I think he's definitely someone that you need as a good assistant with handling a lot of the sort of the social media pressure and stress of commenters and questioners. So I think you've done a good thing keeping Mad Scientist Nate around. Um, I just wouldn't let him. I wouldn't let him out of the box all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, no, he's got a, but yeah, I mean, I actually, the whole reason he exists is because of, yeah, people wouldn't get my jokes because I'm so monotone that like, it just I'm like, you know what? I have got to come up with something to communicate when because sometimes I want people to guess. Other times you've got to know I'm not sprinkling cinnamon on my firewood to like, because there's people so far removed from this lifestyle, they'll actually believe that I sprinkle cinnamon on wet wood in order to get burnable wood, and I've just got to
Yeah,
come up with some way to just verify that that's not how you do it.
yeah, and I find that so depressing that that even has to happen. Because
Good.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you just for humor because I know your personality wise, I know that you're how comedic you are, I think, naturally. So
I
the
I
fact,
try to be funny. I do.
well,
Actually, you know what? I'm getting a great idea. Yeah. My idea is that I need more light in this kitchen.
yeah,
So I do
yeah, you
try to be
do,
funny. I
you
do.
do. And but the thing is, I think you're just a very honest, genteel guy. Not like it's in a, not in a sense of like a bad, a bad thing. I think you're just naturally like it's who you are, and I don't know why people take everything so I don't know. Everybody watches people for different reasons. We have no idea. There could be like 10 people that watch you just for to catch you or to do gotcha comments.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm
it's like
sure.
life is too short. Well, Nate,
It is.
it's been an absolute pleasure as always.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
thanks
it
for bringing by
has.
Mad Scientist Nate. I really like him a lot.
Yeah. Yep. No, he'll I'm sure he'll be a permanent addition to the Narroway Homestead team here. I have no doubts. I do hope to keep his what do I want to say? His appearances to a minimum probably. I think that would be probably best, but I do want him to
Well,
stay around. No
oh
question.
no, that I absolutely think he's fantastic. I think he should come back though. He should perhaps do some posts where he's actually doing something. Like I because he
Probably.
talks a big game. He's got the monocle and so
He
he's got a
does.
he's got a repertoire there. But I want to see. I think a good video would be what Mad Scientist Nate works on, or how he reacts to some of the questions that he gets. So that's definitely something I want to see more of, most certainly.
Yeah. Yeah. No question about it. I think so. Yep.
All right, Nate, man. As always, it is a pleasure, and I had a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
time. You made me laugh.
It
As
it
always, you made me laugh the entire time. So,
awesome. That's what I want. But yeah, I mean I want to make sure to tell everybody in the chat
oh,
here, this is the People's Show. This guy's the host. He's got cards. He's got a pen. He never writes anything down, but he's got all that, so
I
it's
ha-
it's part of
there
it.
are things here. There's going to be a big reveal at some point.
That
All the things
that,
I've
that
actually written.
that'll be awesome. I'm sure it'll
Yeah.
mostly be about Nate, but yeah, no, that's great.
Well, you're my best guest. I don't think I even the fact I can still write's a miracle. Yeah, maybe you'll start seeing a mad scientist me. Maybe not a scientist, but you might catch me coming on one night and you'll worry about me in my state of mind. So, well, Nate, I will definitely see you again as always. Please come
Yeah.
by.
Yep. I will definitely do this. We'll make it a semi-regular thing and yeah, you
Yeah.
yep, for sure.
Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Nate Petrosky and mad scientist Nate making an appearance.
Thank you.
All right,
All
everybody.
right, we'll see you. Oh my gosh, I have way too much fun with that. That's the people's show. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Amazing, says Snooky Woogie. Awesome. That was great. That was fun. That's it. Sometimes you got to do stuff when you're a homesteader just to have a little fun, and it's not about, I don't know, being productive. It's not about any of that. You're just having a blast, and you just need to take a little bit of time to unwind, and yeah, that's what it's all about. And I'm glad I can bring you guys in, and we can have fun with it and all. And yeah, what am I drinking? I'm actually drinking water kefir. It's molasses. Molasses, kefir grains, sugar, baking soda. I feel like there's at least one more ingredient. Diane makes it most of the time. But, yeah. You're so lucky, Nate. I am lucky. Something like that anyway, yeah. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun, where can you watch the full interview? It'll be up on YouTube. It'll probably be a week or so because I literally takes me forever to download the clip and it takes me forever to upload the clip. And I send the clip off to a editor for my YouTube who condenses it just a little bit and takes out the parts where I stumble over my words. No, she doesn't have time for all that, but she puts a little intro to it and everything, and maybe cuts out some time that's just repetitive or something. But yeah, I do have a YouTube channel. It's definitely worth checking out. The first interview I did with the People's Show, which his name was blah 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 back in the day, that's up on YouTube. This will go up on YouTube in about a week or so. But I try to put all the planned lives that I do. I try to save them and throw them on YouTube, just in case people miss out on it. Water sample results. I don't have any yet. I'm hoping the next day or two I'll get some. Um, I'll have to message the person I sent it to and yeah, see if she got it. Call your live. Finally, it's good. Yeah, I hope it's good. I tried to make it good. I was having fun. Need a live with the Mad Scientist. Well, if you weren't here for it, you just missed it because Mad Scientist was live for almost 30 minutes. Have you ever tried a Devil's Backbone beer? If not, I'll send you one. I've not even heard of it, let alone tried it. Definitely not. And playing catch up on your YouTube content. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that. There may come a day. I hope it's a long ways from now, but it may come a day when I don't make much TikTok content and I put it all on YouTube. So make sure if you're interested in my content, just to hit the subscribe over there. That way, you guys at least have another way to get a hold of me. Where's Minion? He's inside, hanging out, taking it easy. I've answered this. How much extra juice did you get from the extra panels? So I haven't answered it yet. I haven't even run all the numbers. Nothing's wired in yet. The panels are just physically installed on the array. Obviously, you have to do that first before you wire it in. I'm waiting for wire to come, and I had to get a what do they even call it? A combiner box. I have to get a PV combiner box for them. The way I had it wired in before, it works for low amperage stuff. But when if I start stepping up and upgrading my solar, all the stuff that I kind of like, I didn't necessarily take shortcuts, but I kind of did. Knew I'd be all right. You can't just throw more power at it without going from, questionable to dangerous, and so. We're not going to enter dangerous territory. I do have to get a PV combiner box just so I have separate breakers for every string. It's just going to be better. Last thing I want is to have a short somehow and it literally melts wires into liquid fire. That would be awful. That would be awful. What are the tubes for? They're for props. I need to put them all. These are actually what we use for water samples. I need to put them all back. Put them all back in the box. They're sterile, except for this one. This one's not sterile. This one was used for water kefir. Midnight Maniac, what's up? I'm doing good. Love the interview. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear you guys are subscribing to the YouTube. That's awesome. Thanks for the glasses. Oh yeah, Diane gave up on Food Friday. No, Diane actually made a Food Friday, like last week, and I think she just forgot to upload it because, yeah, I think she even made it. I think she made it. I'm quite sure she made it. Yeah, we have been extraordinarily busy. Tubes are good for storing yeast too. Actually, yes. Yes. I'm glad you told me that. I guarantee you I'm going to do that from now on. Tell you what, some of the stuff that you guys just know, I just never even think of, and then you say it, and it's like, oh yeah, you know what? Brilliant. Plans on moving out of the trailer. Yes, eventually I'm going to start building a house. It's gonna be a little bit before that happens, but yes, that is the plan. Living in the trailer forever, that's not a good plan. It was great, Nate. You're a good man. Awesome. Awesome. Thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed it. How's the pond? The pond is great. It's it's yeah, gonna need some rain to fill up. We haven't had much rain, but that's fine. Gonna be a roundhouse. You never know. You never know what kind of house it might be. It could be a roundhouse. What's on the agenda for tomorrow? I'll probably need to clean the camper. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a hard time coming up with content for tomorrow because it's all gonna be like I gotta put stuff away. But no worries, there'll be content for tomorrow. I have a hard time making much. But I've got all kinds of stuff in the drafts I need to clear out. I'm actually switching phones, so I'm trying to finish all the drafts on one, upload all of them, and yeah, move on with it. All good things take time. Exactly. Exactly. Wow, these chats just fly on by. It's crazy. You and Diane should get live together sometime. We should sometime. We're definitely gonna do that. Um, it's entirely possible. It might not even be that long from now.
Hi.
All right, Diane and I have been live. Thank you very much for joining. We really appreciate you guys tuning in to the Diane and Nate Duel Live. If you just got here, I'm sorry you missed it. If you blinked, I'm sorry you missed it. But it happened. You saw it here. Um, what's wrong with me? There must be something in this water.
Yeah, it's the water, not the 10 beers you had.
Yes, definitely the water. Has to be the water. Oh, Homebrew King, I think that's the one who said it. So these are great for storing yeast in. Like, I was like, yeah, excellent idea. Instead of trying to fold over in a stupid foil packets and then it spills all over the fridge. That's dumb. Where is the mad sir? Yeah, the mad scientist was here. He was doing crazy stuff, but eventually he fried a circuit in his brain or something and had to return to normal. You're so cool. Well, thanks. I know where I live. If you make more solar electricity, the company can pay you for it. Yeah, some places the power company will buy your excess solar. I don't believe this state mandates it, so the company doesn't do it. And of course, for me, it's irrelevant because the company is not here for me to sell it back to, unless I pay them tens of thousands of dollars to run the wire out. Why don't we see more interaction with your wife? Does she have her own TikTok? She does have her own TikTok. So yeah, and that's pretty much why, because she makes her own content. And why do I have this in? I don't need to listen to anybody. There, let me get rid of my headphone thing. There we go. Love the mad scientist Nate. Awesome, glad to hear it. I love being mad scientist Nate for very short durations of time. That was the longest I ever tried to portray mad scientist Nate. Now it went okay. It went all right. I had the props, so that helped. I really what did I do with it? The monocle. I really like the monocle. That thing's too cool. Like, it gives you a fly's point of view. You flies see everything around them, and so I see everything around just because I've got a mesh in front of my face. Pretty sure that's not how it works, but too much fun. Too much fun. Long time since seen anything about coffee. How's that going? Oh, it's really slowed down. Probably mostly because it's been a long time since I posted anything about coffee. But yeah, I'm sure now there's people that have forgotten that I even do coffee. But yes, it's there. I do it. I need to make more content on it. I've been so busy doing other stuff, and then I film other stuff, and then it's like, yeah, I just don't make a ton of coffee content. But especially once cold weather hits a little more here, I slow down a little more. It's going to start happening anyway because it gets dark at like, I don't know, some ridiculous early time. Yeah. You're only crazy once you have issues switching back from your alter ego to your normal self. That is an outstanding point. I would agree with you on that. Love your content. Thank you for being a content creator. Well, you're welcome. I'm having fun doing it. Started getting ladybugs. Not as bad as you. Yeah, no doubt. Wish I drank coffee so I could buy your coffee. Well, thanks. That's really kind of you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's that's pretty cool if someone wants to buy my coffee or wishes they could buy it, but they just don't even like coffee at all. Like I just think that's super cool. Coffee snob, there you are. How are ya? You probably commented like 16 times and I didn't see, but I'm having a hard time with the keeping up with the comments. And his phone jerks around. Don't mind me asking, how much money you have invested in your homestead at this point? About 150K, somewhere in there. Lots of sweat equity, but as far as like money, yeah, somewhere around there. Really good coffee too. Well, thanks, Sparks fan. Appreciate it. Think Wyoming is a good place to live off the grid? I do. It's really cold up there, but it's more rural than many places. As long as it fits the style of life you've got. You're doing Christmas orders for coffee. So I'm pretty much just doing coffee, and whatever time you happen to order it, that's yeah. I'm not doing anything special necessarily for that. How far am I from Charles Fork Lake? It's about a half an hour. It's just explaining what sweat equity is. Awesome. Yeah, sweat equity is that's the best way to get equity in my opinion. Yeah. Yep. Nate Hubby says you aren't allowed to show me things that create work for him anymore. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah. I've actually gotten that a couple times already by now. People were saying like they gave their husbands ideas and they thought it was a good idea, but then they didn't like me because they didn't want to do it. Oh, that's hilarious. We need a video with mad scientist Nate going mad. You know, that's probably a good idea. I'll have to do that sometime. I imagine that'll be very easy to do when wintertime blues set in and I'm sitting in the camper way too long, and yeah, it might just naturally happen. You never know. Looking to land, looking to do the same thing you're doing. Cool. Yeah, no, it's awesome. Close to Wayne, West Virginia. I have no idea. Where's the goat? That'd be Minion. Minion's inside. He's yeah, we're trying to keep his activity low since he's got that cut on his ear, and we don't like him to turn into a sprinkler of red stuff all over the place like he did the one day. That was a disaster. That was a disaster. Air from your mad scientist, Nate. Sound water sample video. That's awesome. Yeah. Yep. No, if you missed the interview, it will be going up on my YouTube channel probably in a week or so. I gotta download it and get it over to my editor and all that stuff, and people, you know, with you know, fast internet speeds to upload and all that good stuff. But yeah. You're the man, Nate. Well, thanks, Midwest Mealworms. How are the mealworms going? I'm sure you've posted much content since the last I've seen. I think the last I saw of your stuff was you feeding hostas to mealworms, though. That was cool. That was cool. You make a custom through the woods sled riding trail. Probably. It'd be a lot closer to like a horror sled riding trail because of the elevations and stuff and all the trees. Like, I could remove some of them, but you know, could be scary. Could be scary. You ever consider doing a 60-40 coffee and chicory blend? I haven't, but I'm all I'm all about all that kind of stuff. 3 minutes for a live duet. Yes, Feelies and Battles. I would totally live duet you. That would be dual live. That would be fun. I'm even all set up for it. I got all the equipment I use for it all right here. That would be a blast. There's a number of people I need to do dual lives with sometime. I need to like plan for it and set up a schedule sometime. That would be fun. New building coming, more mealworms to produce. That is awesome. That is way too cool. Yep, more expanding and all that. That's all good stuff. That's all really good stuff. This is cool. I'm glad I haven't even like really used this microphone with this phone, with these cables, with all this stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I hope Peelies and Petals is going live soon because that would be phenomenal. That'd be cool. I've been watching her channel since since her channel was larger than mine was. Not that I watch a whole lot, but I would catch some now and again. How do you do this? So pretty much the best way, if you want to do like the split screen, I hate putting people in the little box. You would just go live, and then you would find me in a list and request to do a dual live with me. It's down at the bottom left corner. The other thing you can do is there's somewhere in the settings you turn on your dual live, for people to send you an invite for a dual live. But you pretty much have to go live first. And yeah, that's the way to do it. The other thing you could do is if that doesn't work, you could send a guest request, but it just puts you in a tiny little box, and I just like to split the screen. I just think that's better. Oh my. Oh, good stuff. Kentucky. Crazy how far you've come since last year. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Ever come up to Morgantown for a football game? No, I'm really not into sports. Too much other stuff to fit in my mind. Your homestead inspires me. Awesome. We need to do a dual live. Yeah, we do, Endless Empire. That would be good stuff. That would be good stuff. I'm surprised. I've gotten a ton of people really wanting to do dual lives with me, and it's like, yeah, it wasn't that way at all. Like, even like not that long ago, like it's probably been a month ago, I did a specific live to only do dual lives with folks, and like, seemed like nobody was into it, and that was like, whatever, that's fine. I had fun doing the question and answer thing and all that, but yeah, that was a blast. How's the sand filter doing? Seems to be doing good. Seems to be doing real good. Yeah. Let's see. What do we have here? Fight and all this stuff. Pond filling up nicely. If it would rain, if the creek would flow, all that stuff would help tremendously. That's doing okay, and I'm in no hurry. I like the fact that the banks are sitting there getting compacted over time and all that. Nate, in case you didn't know, you're a sneaking link famous. Secretly famous? I don't know about any of that. I'm just Nate. Feel like I've seen you on TV before. Not TV, but hey, here we go. Peelies and Battles. Hey,
Hi, we did it.
we did it. Yeah, you got it. You got it with no hiccups at all. Perfect.
Yeah, your instructions were super clear, so thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I would hope I know how to do dual live by now. It'd be pretty disappointing if I didn't.
This is my first one ever, so
Okay, well, I'm honored. I was actually, while you were setting it up, I was actually telling folks here, I've been following your channel for, like, you were a bigger creator than me, had more followers than me when I started following your channel. It's super cool.
yeah, and then yours took off and you have more followers than me now, so congratulations.
Yeah, well, thanks. I have no idea what happened after 100,000. It was all kind of a blur after that, but yeah, I'm not sure what.
Yeah, TikTok's like that, like no growth for a while, and then it just kind of explodes, and then it goes back to no growth for a while. So I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to it. It's just how it flows.
Right, right. Yeah. So how's the new home working out? I know you're now in the Upper Peninsula and all that.
Yeah, it's working out really well, but as you know, when you start over on a new piece of land, you're starting over again from scratch. So the house that we got is on 20 acres and
Cool.
a well. So we did really well there. We are working on getting off the electrical grid, but that's going to
Oh,
take some time.
cool.
Yeah, we've got
Yeah.
a good burning boiler system for our heat. So we're excited to
Okay.
get this winter, which is practically here for us.
Yeah, yeah. No, you guys get a little more winter than I get down here in West Virginia for sure.
Yeah, I think this area gets like an average of 15, 20 feet of snow. So, and we're
Okay.
actually lower amounts of snow than areas on either side of us. So we're in this like little sweet spot on the bay.
Oh, cool. Well, that's really nice. That's
Well, I won't keep you long, but I had to show you because we renovated the kitchen and I had to
okay.
redo the stove so my canners would fit underneath it. I had to redo the sink so the canners could get underneath it. But I couldn't redo the sink, excuse my dirty dishes, without getting me one of these Nate washers.
Oh, cool. Oh,
Yeah.
that is awesome.
So we now lovingly call this my ball washer for my ball guards.
Okay. Yep, yep. That makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah, hubby says that I'm not allowed to watch any more videos that are going to create more projects for him. So he's
Oh,
upset.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, as long as you don't get real inspired by any of my projects by putting up like, almost 30 solar panels or, huge rainwater collections with like hand digging ditches 150 feet. He'll really appreciate if you don't get inspired by any of those.
Yeah, I haven't shared those with him yet. So I'm just easing him in.
That's probably smart. Yeah, yeah. Start with the washer and move your way up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, I'll let you go. Have a great live and thanks for having me on.
Yeah, yep, sure. I'm glad you hopped on. This was awesome.
Yeah, tell the homestead I said hello.
I will do that.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yep. Oh yeah. Peelies and pedals. Lots of good canning content. If you guys are at all interested in canning or anything like that, well, she's got that under wraps just pretty good. Um, yeah, just pretty good. Oh my. So happy for Peelies. Yeah, it's so awesome. They got a place. Yeah, 20 acres, working at getting off the grid. That is way too cool. Way too cool. I'm always excited when people want to do that and they go do that and but yeah, it's a lot of work. Good stuff. Too broken up. Blah blah blah. Let's see. We got I had to see my two favorite people together in a live. Yeah, yeah, that was really cool. Um, yeah, I really like watching her lives. I don't catch them often. I don't think she does them real often, but she's always canning something, and I learned that it's possible to like can bread, and not that I'm ever gonna do that, but it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. By the way, something was spotted. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Mad Scientist Nate needs to come back. You'll have to catch my Mad Scientist Nate on YouTube. What kind of mic is that? This mic. What is this mic? Let me turn it around so I can see. It's an Audio Technica AT 2005 USB. I usually use it for gaming and stuff, but it was one of the cheaper mics. I think it was like $65. I bought it years ago. Um, But it was one of the cheaper good mics, if that makes sense. So I finally got a phone now that I can hook it to. I was hooking it to my other phone, but that phone got, I'm not sure what happened. It kind of overwhelmed it or something. But I've been doing all my TikToks on phones that are either 3 years old or 2 years old, and now I've got a much newer one, and hopefully it'll be better. So far I'm not loving it, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. Never use dehydrated water. Nice. Very nice. I never know, and you have to do things you didn't anticipate, so good to learn. Definitely. Definitely correct on that. Any new beer to try yet? Yeah, I do have some new beers to try. And my neighbor got some new beers for me to try as well, and I'm supposed to actually go over there and do a beer tasting. And I won't be able to do it live because there's no way there's good internet over there, but I will definitely make some clips and get all that stuff together. Yes, thanks gifters, appreciate it. Thanks mods for being mods in my lives that get crazy sometimes. I really appreciate that. Big time. How are you? I'm good. Was I a Boy Scout or other similar outdoor clubs? No. I had zero outdoor experience or knowledge when I was growing up. We went camping sometimes. I did like a 1 week camping trip one time in southern Ohio somewhere. And then when I turned 18, I did just before that, I went up to Maine for a week. But I didn't have much at all. Yeah, I didn't like the outside either. I still in some ways don't like the outside, but the outside brings freedom, and that's awesome. I like freedom. For sure. Solar panels holding up good. So far so good. Able to play video games online? Yes. How expensive was the setup for Wi-Fi? So the setup I currently have, the equipment is probably less than $500. I've spent over $1,200 in equipment trying to figure out something that works really, really well. So I put a lot into it. I literally put a couple thousand hours into researching and tuning everything to get it to work just right. I have moved my pole with my internet equipment to 4 different places on the property, including up a tree, up on the camper, in a certain part of the yard, trying to make that work right. It was a very, very difficult endeavor, but it went from being impossible to like upload a TikTok to like actually being able to go live on TikTok. And I did all this before TikTok, but yeah. Oh, yes. Getting solar too. How many panels you have? So, the amount of panels I have, I guess I had 18, and I added 9. But 3 of them are for water, and so I'm going to make it switchable between the water heater and the system itself. So, yeah, we're going to go from 15 and having 12 more. So it's almost doubling my panels. They're 250 watt panels. And of course, when I want to heat water, I'll take 3 away and run them on the other circuit and heat the water. But you ever thought of making an airway sign and mirrored image so we can read it live? That would be kind of cool. I didn't really plan for like a lot of stuff that's happened with the online stuff here, but yeah, I do have a sign here. One of you, Miles something or other, I think his name is, actually sent me that sign like 6 months ago. I keep trying to figure out where I want to put it, and right now it's just ended up on the shelf. But oh yes, good stuff. Hey, from Canada, dude. Love your content, eh? Awesome. Appreciate it. What's the Cash App? There's a Cash App in the bio. All the info you ever need is in the bio. That was my pump turning on. I forgot I had that on a timer. You guys probably didn't hear it, but I heard it and I was like, what was that? Time for beer reviews. Maybe. Possibly. I do need to get more. I do need to do more beer reviews. Any distilling in the future. Maybe way far in the future. Next time you're in town, can you show your beer options? Yeah, I could probably do that. I could probably show what's available. Be a good idea. County are you from? Roane County, West Virginia. On satellite? No, I'm not on satellite. Sending you Southern Spices. You ready? Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready. Definitely ready. Good stuff. Actually, that's cool. I never did this before because I never had two phones at the same time. Pretty sweet. Ah, it's too loud. I refuse to listen to all that. Getting a text message. Get that broken phone fixed. No, the parts for it are worth almost about as much as the phone is fixed, so we just pretty much considered that one a lost cause. Gonna try and send you some Rainer beer here in a few weeks, so that would be awesome. That would be cool. How goes the experiments? Great. Have generators. I do actually have a couple generators. I very rarely run them. Very rarely. What's the name of your contractor company? It was Petrosky Carpentry. Real original, but it worked out. Baddest beer decided the Mississippi. Thanks. I was just in this live. What happened to the other guy? So we were, yeah, he pretty much does kind of like a talk show online from 9:30 to 10:30, and I was a special guest for like 45 minutes. It was cool. It was cool. Any more pear wine coming? I think we've probably made our last pear wine that we're gonna make. I'm not even sure how much we ended up with, mostly because I didn't do a lot of the work for it. Diane did a ton of it. Boy's a champ. Y'all want him to try Southern Heat? He's gonna sweat. Sure, definitely. Yep. Some stuff can be really, really hot. I mean, some stuff just absolutely, like, yeah, kicks my butt. But you know, I'll try anything once. And West Virginia mountain water you need to try. Awesome. Tell it was dead. I'm back. Welcome back, Coffee Snob. Still liking the pear butter. Pear butter? I have apple butter. I think I ate all that. Sour beers can be real hit or miss. I wouldn't doubt that. What kind of fish do I want for the pond? Excellent question. There's been so many different options. I haven't researched the pros and cons of any of them. I really need to, but yeah. Oh yes, how's things going? Going good. Your content. Hello from Oregon. Awesome. You have to talk your wife into this lifestyle? Yeah, pretty much. Definitely had conversations before we moved. Any luck this deer season? Not yet. I need to get more time and effort into it. How liberating has it been to start a homestead? Well, it's been a ton of work, but it's definitely been liberating at the same time. No doubt. Have you tried helium infused beer yet? I've never heard of that. That sounds crazy. Oh, sounds crazy. Thanks, guys, and thanks to those who checked to make sure I was still alive. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad you're still you're still here and kicking it. Oh, get 6 deer this season. Nice. Did you post a before beard picture in a future video if one exists? I'll have to do that sometime. I know my wife did a video a while back, but I'll have to do that sometime. Him and his noises, my goodness. Private property, you're able to hunt all year round. I still have to follow the hunting laws in the area. Rod is up here in Preston County, West Virginia. Do more riding videos, probably. Researched how to butcher deer yet? Well, we've done that already. We have done that already. We're not real experienced with it necessarily, but wise guy, what's up? Hey, it's Nate. Yes, it is. It is Nate. Ever considered a bunker? Not really. I'm too busy to spend time in a bunker. Have problems with game wardens on your property. I've only had one game warden on my property, and I called him here to get some crop damage permits earlier this summer. Plan on getting horses? Nope, definitely not. Can we see Minion? He's not here. Let's see Bash though. Alright, we'll bring the puppy Bash. He used to be Minion sized, but every week that changes. Hi. Hi, Bash. Boy, you used to be Minion sized. And now you're massive. Yeah, look at these paws. Look at those paws. How old is he?
3 months.
3 months. 3 months old. And that's the size of the paws. You trying to chew on me? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you sleepy? Alright, well you can go to bed then. You can go sleep. Yes. They pushing on me. Like, yeah, get away from me. Oh my gosh, he's growing. Yes, he is. These dogs grow fast. How's Minion? Minion's good. He's real good. I just got to keep him from shaking his head for the next couple days. That's been a real chore. Live in Ontario, Canada. Read your content heavy. Keep it up. We'll do that. Churchville, MD. Nice tips on coolest bushcraft shed edition. Nice to see the community at work. Yeah, for sure. I don't have a whole lot of time these days to check over his stuff, but I definitely want to. And if yeah, I'm really excited about him learning as he goes through the process. You know, like he's doing it partially to learn different building techniques and stuff, and I just think it's really cool. I love his ambition on you know, just jumping into something he's not overly familiar with, and that's how you become familiar with stuff. So I love that. Love that. How do I donate for you to do a beer review? So I've pretty much received stuff through the Cash App for that. That's pretty much how I have. As long as it's something that I can like find. Water test ever come back? In another couple days. I hope to hear something by the end of the week. Do you enjoy reading? No, I don't. I'm a hands-on kind of person, not a book flipper, page turner type of person. Happened to the little dog? Oh, he's good. He's hanging out. He got a sore on his ear. So we're just keeping him from shaking his head, hopefully, until that heals up. But he's good. Plan on helping a neighbor with the drywall. I'm sure I'll end up being over there with the drywall some. No doubt. You want to get any deer? I hope so. I hope so. How is the pond? It's good. You think we can get a pond update soon? Yes. I filmed 1 or 2 pond videos today. Where they are in my drafts right now, I have no idea, but I did film them. They need to be edited and uploaded. So when you learn how to do the things you learn, how do you learn? I learn by hands-on stuff, and as I've been alive, I've been trying different stuff all the time, and everything I learn, I apply to future stuff, and yeah, it all works out. Where's Mad Scientist Nate? He was on for a while. He had to step out due to not being able to carry on that persona for that long. Oh, hey, thanks for the hand darts. Thanks for the gifts. I appreciate it. Yeah. Early do you wake up? It really depends. It really depends. There is no set schedule here, so if I go to bed early, I wake up early. If I go to bed really, really late, then I wake up late. How's your food stock for winter? It's all right. Need to get some. Need to get some more venison. But yeah. Good evening, Nate, and everyone else. Hey, official awesome dudes. What's up? Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Have your smile and laugh, bro. Well, thanks. Good stuff. What do you mainly eat? You have to check out my playlist of Food Friday videos. I don't know if anybody after watching that could even answer that question, because it's such a variety in there. Side hustles, yes. If you ever want to know how I make any income, you just go to the website in my profile. That's you'll figure it out. How is it in Roan? I like Roan. Roan County's good. Yeah, I forgot to ask Diane about uploading a Food Friday video, because I know she has one filmed. I'll ask her one of these days. How's the pond and deer around there? Deer are pretty active around there. Gonna head out. Wanted to let you know I admire your way of life. Keep it up. Thanks. I'll do that. You only use chainsaw and goats for land clearing. Yeah, pretty much. I'm in Clay County. Cool. Clay County's good. Clay County's definitely good. Where you working from? Love to work with you. I'm in West Virginia. Roan County, West Virginia. Oh man, but every time I come on here, see you wearing a cool hat. Well, thanks. Yeah, I love my hats. I definitely love my hats. I love hats. Originally from West Virginia. I am not. Every time you say Food Friday, is it weird I hear it in her voice? No, it's not weird, because she's the one that says it most of the time. So yeah, it makes sense. That scientist Nate is my favorite Nate. Awesome. Yeah, he'll stick around now and again. He'll make appearances. He'll make appearances. Can I ask a solar question? Sure, but it's unlikely you can provide me with enough information in the text they give you for me to be able to adequately answer. That's usually the most difficult part, is I don't have enough information, because little stuff matters. Why'd you pick the land you moved on? Price, location, neighborhood, everything. It's good stuff. Oh, good stuff. But yeah, well, I went live a little bit earlier than I usually do tonight, which means I should probably hang it up, because I gotta go finish the stuff that I was supposed to do before I, call it quits for the day. So I want to go finish cleaning up stuff. I got stuff everywhere. I got stuff everywhere in here. Mad Scientist left a mess. All that stuff. My wife is starting a homesteading page. Crypto Weatherman. Well, cool. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Definitely tag me in it over there. I'd love to check it out. From Oklahoma. Best quick advice for planning to go off grid. Quick advice. Neighbors. It's all about neighbors and neighborhood. That's the single most important thing about the land you purchase. That's it. But, alright. I'm going to hang it up. I gotta go do stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you missed the show, I will upload it on YouTube, and you guys will be able to find it there. The YouTube link is in my bio. In about a week or so, I would imagine it gets up there. So, alright, thanks for watching. Catch you later.